Hi drummers, hope you're well. Shout out to channel member Oliver who's working on this one. This is how to play the drum beat from Televised Mind by Fontaines DC. Flipping love this record. And this is played by Tom Coll on drums, and it sounds something like this. It's a really great groove, man. It drives along like crazy. So many cool elements to it. Ride cymbal, as you can hear, is a trashy sort of sound. So shaft to the stick, I reckon, on the edge of the ride cymbal. You could either play just the quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, or like I'm doing, I reckon you could play the eighth notes and then just lay in, give it a whip, man, and lay in on the beat with the shaft of the stick. I always feel like with those sort of patterns, I love the sound. For me, I always feel like I've got to watch out because, especially on the acoustic cymbal, that is one of the sounds that can, to my ears, like take over the rest of the kit and kind of kill the sound of the drums a little bit if you go too much. I remember when I was younger, I used to play those type of grooves a lot, and I play along with, like, makes me think of like, I still do love Supergrass, right? And good old Danny Goffey played that a lot, didn't he? Like that kind of big trashy ride cymbal. And I realise now that I would have played that a lot, like way too heavy. So for me, that's about getting a nice rich sound, but not too much, not taking over the rest of the kit. The snare drum is a big hit on 2 and 4. It's also got a little skip note by the sounds of it, and by the look of it on the live videos that I've been watching, where he's playing like a little quieter note on the of beat 2 and the of beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4. And then the bass drum is the really cool bit, I think. So if you're playing all of those notes that I'm hearing there, it's quite busy, man. It's quite busy, quite challenging, bouncing on the ball of the foot if you're playing like a heel-up technique to get all those bass drum notes out. I make it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2. So the bass drum on the each time that syncs up is played at the same time as that little quiet snare drum skip. That would be like in between the ride cymbal hits. It is possible, it's a little hard to tell just from listening to it, it is possible that at least some of the time he might be just playing, might be leaving out that So sometimes it might be. So that would just be 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Which still works great, doesn't it? Every now and again, it goes into like that sort of Keith Moon style, like single stroke roll by the sounds of it, with a bass drum playing every single beat. Every single eighth note, excuse me. Sounds like it goes into that. If you play that simplified bass drum, that sounds great, I think. But I do think it's really cool to play all of those the of beat 2 and the of beat 4. The one one I really like is at the end of the second bar. It's on the E, isn't it? Straight after the last snare drum hit on beat 4, 4E, ba-boom. That's really cool, I think. Love it. What a great groove, man. Whether you play the simple version or the more busy bass drum version, they both sound great. This band sound great to me. I'm listening to them a lot when I'm doing my admin and stuff like that. And brilliant, fresh sound. Love it. Like driving along, man, just get fired up, typing out my emails and that, listening to these tunes. This album is great. Check it out if you haven't already. Shout out to channel member Oliver. Like I say, I hope that's useful. And thanks for watching as always. Really appreciate it. Please like, share and subscribe if you found these videos useful or helpful, and you're looking for some support with your drumming. Please consider becoming a channel member like Oliver is. I'll put details of that in the description and the pinned comment below this on YouTube. And thanks for watching as always. Really appreciate it. One thing I forgot to say, by the way, it also sounds a bit like there's some left foot hi-hat action. I think from the little live at BBC Radio 6 Music thing, I think it's eighth notes. So optionally, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...